رحلة القرآن Academy is a journey that takes Muslims all over the world to learn Arabic, recite the Holy Quran, and understand Islam.
عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته يا أحمد.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
كيف حالك؟
وبخير الحمد لله.
Okay, today inshallah you will tell us tajweed rules, one of the tajweed rules that is أحكام of Noon Sakin and Tanween. How many حكم of Noon Sakin and Tanween do we have يا أحمد?
4.
Okay, what are they?
إظهار إدغام إقلاب إخفاء.
Exactly. If we see any of these letter, any of Noon Sakin or Tanween in the Quran, what is the sign of the Noon Sakin in the Quran?
Is a sakina on top of a noon.
Yeah, it carries sukoon or it carries like the sukoon like looks like a head of ha letters in Arabic. And tanween with fatha or kasra or dhamma. If we have any of this noon or tanween followed by any of these letters of izhar, how many letters of izhar should we have first?
We have 5,
Letters of
6,
izhar, 6 letters. And we call them like the throat letters. Why do we call them throat letters?
because they're pronounced within your throat.
Fascinating. If we have any of Noon Sakin or Tanween followed by any of these 6 letters, what should we do in the Quran?
You make the letter of إظهار and the following letters clearer.
MashaAllah. For example, if you just recite that ayah, that example.
And إنعمت.
An'amta. Here, Noon Sakin followed by what?
عين.
Ayn, one of the letters of what?
إظهار.
Izhar, which is ha, ayn, ha, gha, and hams. That's why, what should we do? We should pronounce Noon Sakin
نون ساكن
and
عين
ayn. We should
and
pronounce it clearly.
the following letters clearly.
Excellent. Let's take as an example. For example, here, the first example. Can you please read it for us?
وين
أونا.
وينون
وينأونا. So what is the حكم here?
وينأون.
What is the حكم?
There's a noon sakin and the letter of Idhghaam Izhar followed.
Yeah, followed by Hamza, letters of Izhar. What should we do?
You pronounce the letters clearly.
Yeah, both of the letters clearly. What about here? Narun Hamia, which is mentioned in Al-gashia that you memorized. So what is the حكم here?
You pronounce the letters Ra, Ha, and the letters after clearly.
Yeah, exactly. Ra carries what?
Tanween.
Tanween. So if this tanween followed by ha, one of the letters of izhar, that's why what should we do again?
You pronounce the letters clearly.
We pronounce tanween and the ha clearly. And then we move to idgham. How many letters of idgham do we have here, Ahmed?
5.
Again, how many letters of idgham?
6.
Yeah, they are gathered in that Arabic word. Can you read it?
يرملون.
Yarmaluna. But they actually divided into 2 groups. Can you tell me what are the types of idgham?
One Idhghaam with Ghunna, which is 4 letters, and Idhghaam without Ghunna, which is 2 letters.
MashaAllah. What are the letters of idgham with ghunna? We got
Ya
an Arabic phrase called
Yanmo.
yanmu, excellent, which are ya, noon, meem, wow. So if noon sakin or any of these tanween followed by yanmu, that's why we have, what should we do? We should merge with nasalization with making ghunna. Let's take some ayah and some examples. You see a Sheikh Ahmad here, mashallah. Here,
Yes.
can you please recite the first ayah, the first example?
من وجد
من وجدكم.
من وجدكم.
MashaAllah. We pronounce it mew. Why? We merge Noon Sakin with wow. The second ayah of the second example, can you explain in details, please?
ومن يوم.
وَمَنْ يُؤْمِنْ. Can I say in the Quran, وَمَنْ يُؤْمِنْ?
No,
Why?
because there is a Noon Sakin followed by a letter of Idhghaam with Ghunna.
That's what should we do?
We merge the letters and add nasalization.
Excellent. So we say, وَمَنْ يُؤْمِنْ.
ومن يؤمن.
Fascinating. And let's say the last example of that, the first example here, the first ayah here. What is the hukm also here?
Um, is you merge the two letters.
Yeah, you merge Noon Sakin with what?
Meen.
Why?
Because of Idhghaam
Because Noon Sakin
and
followed by letters of Idgham. What is the meaning of Idgham, Ahmed? Can you remind us?
um, the letters of Idhghaam is
What should we
Lam.
do? What mean of Idgham? Means merging.
Merge
Yeah, merging means combining, that we combine the two letters together. The second type of Idgham, do you remember what is that?
without nasalization.
Okay, without Ghunna. What are these letters of Idgham without Ghunna?
Lam or Ra.
Yeah, exactly. Can you please give us example here?
And Ar
Ar-Rabbihi.
Rabbihi.
So can I say An Rabbihi in the Quran?
No,
Why?
because of Idgham, you merge the Noon and the Ra together.
Fascinating, mashallah. Then we're gonna move to last one in this lesson today, Iqlaab. How many letters of Iqlaab do we have, ya Ahmed?
One.
Which is,
Ba.
and the sign, it's a sign in the Quran like that noon or any tanween that carries a small meme. What does it mean if noon second carries a small meme like that?
Um. You replace the Noon Sakin with a meme.
It means that we change it. Why? Because it's followed by letters of what?
Um. If Iqlaab.
Iqlaab, which is bad. So, for example, the first example, can you please recite it, ya Ahmed?
Um.
لا يوم
لا يو لا يؤمن.
لا ينبذن.
لا ينبذن.
Stick your tongue a little bit out with that. لَيُنبَذَنَّ.
لا ينبذن.
Excellent. How many letters that we stick our tongue a little bit out in Arabic? Do you remember, ya Ahmed?
3.
Three. What are they?
Fa.
Val,
Val.
Ba, and Dha.
Dha.
Fascinating, ya Ahmed. Now, inshallah, I want you to apply these rules of the Surat Al-Ghashiyah that you memorized. First of all, what does the Surat Al-Ghashiyah tells us about? Can you sum up exactly what does it mean? What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want to deliver a message in Surat Al-Ghashiyah?
In the second ayah, وجوه يومئذ خاشعة, it talks about how on the day of judgment, there'll be two groups, the believers and disbelievers. The disbelievers' face will be filled with disapproval and they'll
Excellent.
be
Will be
displeased.
humiliating. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make a comparison between the different faces of different groups of people on the day of judgment. The people on the day of judgment will be of two groups, right? A believer and
Yeah.
disbeliever, good and bad. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that their faces will be different according to their good deeds or bad deeds. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Ghashiyah says, ayah number 2 and ayah number 8 to differentiate between these two faces. What are these two ayahs and what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want to say?
The first ayah is تصلى نار حامية.
No, ayah number 2 and ayah number 8, ya Ahmed. So Allah subhanahu wa
Number
ta'ala
2
says in
is
ayah number 2,
وجوه يومئذ خاشعة.
what does it mean?
On the day of judgment, the disbeliever's face will be humiliating and
Be
disapproving.
humiliating before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And their punishment, what is their punishment? The disbeliever people, after their faces will be humiliating before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then their punishment is what?
تصلى نارا حامية,
Excellent.
which is the hellfire.
Okay, what is the hukm here, naran hamia, of Noon Sakin or Tanween? Is it Izhar or Idhghaam or Iqlaab?
Idhghaam.
So Tanween followed by what?
Ha.
Ha. Ha is one letter of Izhar or Idhghaam or Iqlaab?
Izhar.
Izhar, excellent. Let's move to the first ayah. وجوه يومئذ. The ha carries Tanween and then Tanween followed by what?
Yeah.
So what is the hukm here? Izhar, Idhghaam, Iqlaab.
Idhghaam.
Why?
Because ya is a letter of Idhghaam and you have to merge the two letters together.
Was Ghunna. Let's move to the second group that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described in the surah. وجوه يومئذ ناعمة. Who are they? How they will look like on the day of judgment?
They are the believers and their faces will be peaceful and happy.
Yeah, excellent. And what about their reward?
Their reward will be Jannah.
Yeah, Allah says.
في جنة العالمة.
So in the Arabic, what is the word hell means in Arabic?
نار.
And what is the opposite in Arabic?
Jannah.
Great. If you see here, for example, وجوه يومئذ also, what is the hukm here?
وجوه يومئذ. You have to merge the two letters.
Excellent. Idgham. Is it with Ghunna or without Ghunna, ya Ahmed?
You with Ghunna.
Fascinating. Okay, what is the third part that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell us here in this surah? أَفَلَا يَنْظُرُونَ إِلَى الْإِبِلِ. What does the Ibli mean? What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want to tell us here?
Have they forgotten about the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam?
Now, what is the meaning of Ibil?
Ibil is the sky.
No, Ibil means the camels.
The camels.
And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala telling those who are disbelieving Allah, don't you think and mediate how Allah created the camels, the shape of the desert? وَإِلَى السَّمَاءِ. What is the meaning of السَّمَاء here?
Sama is the sky.
Okay, كيف رفعت. How Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raised up the sky. وإلى الجبال كيف نصبت. What mean الجبال?
The mountains.
How Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala set up the mountains. وإلى الأرض. What does mean الأرض here?
How the land was spread out.
The ground. How Allah, mashallah, ya Ahmad. The last message that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in this surah, Allah addressing it to the Prophet Muhammad. What this was message that Allah addressing the Prophet Muhammad in Surat Al-gashia?
فذكر إنما أنت مذكر.
What does it mean?
Have you forgotten about our Prophet?
Yeah, it means that all the Prophet Muhammad, all what you need to do is to deliver the message. You are a reminder to remind people of Allah as a creator. And you are لَسْتَ عَلَيْهِمْ بِمُصَيْتِرٍ. What means لَسْتَ عَلَيْهِمْ بِمُصَيْتِرٍ?
You have no power over them.
Yeah, you don't have a controller over them. All what should you do is to do what?
Remind them.
To remind them, to deliver the message, and the guidance is in Allah's hand. MashaAllah, tabarakallahu ya Ahmad. Thank you for today. حفظكم الله وجعلكم من الحافظين اللهم آمين. The next time, inshallah, ya Ahmad, you will memorize Surat Al-Tariq. And inshallah, I want you to apply Noon Sakin and Tanween. I will send you this video for you, inshallah, to revise more. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, ya Ahmad.
Wa alaikum salam.
Would you like to learn Arabic or teach your kids and family the Arabic and Quran? Join us.